YouTube world, Mack Daddy 1911A1 here with Shade Tree Survivalist. I'm going to do a video update on my beautiful 1989 F250 with a 7.3 liter international diesel engine. And before I get started, I'm going to put a link to the last video, or it's probably the first video, where I did a under hood tour and showed you guys the engine. You couldn't tell anything because it was all black. But before we open the hood up, I'm going to go around and tell you a few of the things I did. First things first, we have the antennas here. It had the original 4-bolt, big heavy-duty square mounts, and they interfered with the mirrors. I got rid of those and put the 2-bolt mounts on. They work just fine. Got rid of the springs. I gave all that back to Statue. He's going to use those on his pickup. I got the amber light off the top, the rotating amber light. Gave that back to him. I put some backup lights on this thing because the backup lights were not adequate for me, so I put these babies on there. I'll show you where I mounted the switch here in just a moment. I went back over there. I got the original tailgate and put back on here. This is a workbench when you're outside, okay? You can put all your tools across it and they're right there. You can work on it. But you don't want to forget that bugger right there. That thing will hurt you bad. But that is a serious hitch for this thing. It is correct for the truck. The only problem is the holes to mount the thing. There's a pin that you have to put through there. We're not lining up. And last weekend, it took me an hour and a half to drill a hole through that thing with my pitiful drill press. But I got it drilled and I got a locking pin in there and it's pushed all the way in like it should be. Oh yeah, let's do the switch. All right. This is where the ashtray would be, and here's the switch for those rear lights. I still haven't made I'm gonna build a console under here for the radio, but I haven't got that. But Statue was doing some work with a friend of his. They were halvesies on a business, and that's the reason he had the rotating lights and all the extra lights so people could see him and wouldn't run over his butt. Well, while they split up party company, and the truck had a busted flywheel on the engine on this truck, and it sat over there for about a year before he got the money ahead or the time or whatever to go do it. They stole a freaking cigarette lighter out of it and a freaking ashtray. So I put this in there. I'm going to mount a different PowerPoint and a cigarette lighter in here before it's over with. I saw some really nice ones at O'Reilly's the other day. I took his toy he had in here that made all the noise. It was mounted to the friggin' dash. I could shoot him. He's got freaking screw holes in there. The button that was on this damn side that old Stan had put on there for this electric operated air horn, I got that out. I got the PA speaker and all out. I got his air horn out of there and got it all squared away. But now let's open the hood and show you guys what that looks like. All right, let me back up and give you an idea. This is the center of the truck, the hood latch and so forth, the radiator, of course, shroud. This is the injector pump, and this is where you add the oil. That's something I went and did yesterday. $105 for a damn oil change, but I used the synthetic and had it done at a shop instead of me doing it. I will not do that again. That hurt my damn feelings when they found out how much it was going to cost. I'm not finished in here by any stretch of the imagination, but now you can see the injector lines, the valve cover on the left side, the injector lines coming off the pump right there, and the injector lines and so forth on this side, all the return lines. The valve cover on this side, you can see it is rusty and it needs to have a coat of paint. Air conditioner compressor, and it works. I had to add some Freon to it yesterday, but it works. And I need to tighten that damn belt up. This thing was black. This is for your windshield washer fluid, brake fluid, The hood was solid crud. I mean, it still needs some cleaning, but I did as much as I was going to do yesterday, and I said, screw that crap. Your vacuum pump for your vacuum assisted braking, as well as all the controls for your air conditioning and heating and your defroster and so forth inside the cab. And we got a mess of wires over here. We got to tie all up and so forth, but we will get around to that fairly shortly. But yeah, it was a mess. And you know, it's big diesel. It's got 2 big batteries. And while it was hot yesterday, hit the key fire right up. But when it gets cold, it does not want to crank. I'm here to tell you. But yeah, I could not believe it. I thought the engine was black or rusty, and you can see it does have some on it, but it is gray. But yeah, that's the International engine. That is the basis for the Power Stroke. And I think the GMC's V8 is also, that's the basis, the block of it. But anywho, that's the update on the old F250. And I love it. That's just all there is to it. I had it all washed up and cleaned up. I think I put some photographs up, but the wheels were all pretty, the tires were all pretty and black, and it was so shiny and pretty, but I didn't take the time to wash the exterior yesterday, just the under the hood and work around in the cab a little bit. It's work in progress, but there you go. An update on Mack Daddy 1911A1's 1989 F250 XLT Lariat with the 7.3 liter diesel. Thank you very much for watching.